welcome to Tris and Cureight. Tris used to be Hubble and Hudson Bistro, and our goal was to kind of redefine who we are and what we wanted to be. And Hubble and Hudson used to be a market, and we really wanted to step away from that perception. We wanted to be our own identity. I'm kind of the constant here for the last 9 years, so we decided to, my wonderful owner decided to let me name the restaurant after my daughter. So Tris is my almost 2-year-old daughter in 2 months. She's the boss around here, so.
And gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Takes after her mama.
So Tris, we really wanted it to be an experience. It's not just about food. It's not just about the name. It's more about how you feel when you're in our restaurant. We were kind of in the middle ground. You know, we had one menu for lunch and dinner, and we decided that we wanted to be casual for lunch, high-end casual, and high-end for dinner. So a little bit more finesse with our service, our setup, how you can expect to be treated when you're in our restaurant. So that's what Tris represents. As you walk in, you'll see our lounge and our bar. Some of our featured lunch items that are big hits are about half price, if not less. You can expect to pay $5 for a small plate, $7 for our quickly new famous smash burger with bacon jam and English muffin. Even our ramen is $7 at happy hour. We do that here in the bar and the lounge. So our lunch service runs from 11 to 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, we transition strictly into our happy hour menu, and we run happy hour from 3 to 5. And at 5 o'clock, we open Tris. We'll go into the main dining room of Tris. What we decided to do is, we used to have booth seating here in the middle, and it was, the dining room became a bit segregated in its ambiance and how we seat people. And we found that people generally liked some of the booths we had, but on the other side, when we had banquet seating, it wasn't that popular. So we used to have these booths requested full time all the time. And so we said to ourselves, hey, why don't we build seating for everybody all the time? So we blew down the wall, and we recarpeted, repainted, and put nice, comfortable chairs. When you're at Tris, you can expect to have a really nice chair, 2 armchairs, 2 chairs that aren't, and everybody at the table is serviceable from every angle. At lunch, we have these beautiful white marble tables. You can expect the lunch menu to be a great price point, comes out of the kitchen extremely quick. We try to service the ticket times once they're rung in the kitchen in 12 minutes or less, and we've been hitting about 11 and a half on average. So for all you guys that are right here around us, please think of us for lunch. We'll get you in and out, no problem, with some wonderful scratch food that's relatively more on a healthy scale. We have a lot of healthy options at lunch. Try not to make you feel like you need to take a nap when you go back to work. At dinner, we slap on the linen, and we become a high-end restaurant with a high-end menu, anywhere from specific dry-aged cuts of beef to globally sourced seafood with global modern flavor, as I like to say. The idea around the food has changed a bit. My travels to Asia and to Europe really changed kind of my viewpoint. I still cook with global flavor, but we're more refined in that approach. If we cook Korean flavor, we stay true to Korean cuisine. If it's Thai, it's Thai. We interchange the technique with different techniques from around the world, but the flavor of the dish, the composition of the flavors, stay true to the cuisine we're cooking in. So you'll see that with our octopus a la mole. You'll see that with our Korean butter poached crab, which is our most famous dish right now. And then, you know, if you have a truffle grilled cheese, we'll take you straight to Paris. So.
And I think that separates him from a lot of the chefs. Waiters and waitresses will tell stories that he spends hours in the back room perfecting it, but it isn't just perfect. It starts all over again, or tweaks this or tweaks that.
Right back here, we have one room that we can separate into 2 or make one big room. And this is kind of our wine room. We showcase some wine bottles. You can have a nice business lunch here, or a retirement celebration, or really, you know, we like to call our private dining no limit private dining. We're not a chain restaurant. We're true chef driven, which means we can curate the menus around your event. We have a standard menu that we guide people through, but I'm always doing off-site events and events here in the restaurant that are curated around what that guest wants for their experience. So I'm the pastry chef, executive chef, and then I have a chef de cuisine, Courtney Taraboy, who has been with me since the day she graduated culinary school. She's a lovely, lovely individual. Brian Stanek, who used to be the executive chef at Bob's before it closed, is now our executive sous chef. He's been with us since we opened. It's been wonderful. And then we have a junior sous chef, Courtney LaCarter, who is starting to come up through the ranks and starting to take over a little bit. Courtney Teraboy, who's a chef de cuisine, will be running Cureight, which we'll explain to you here in just a minute. And Brian is the executive sous of Tris. So it's been wonderful. We have Joshua Olivier and Dominique Vasquez. Joshua is our sommelier and operations manager, and Dominique is our private dining director. So if you want to book one of these rooms, she'll guide you through that experience, but we're really blessed to have a wonderful team.
And she is good because we've booked our Christmas party here, and she takes care of everything. And then the wine that you have is just spectacular. And you can get, if somebody wants a special type of wine, you can get it, right?
We're building a private wine room upstairs that we'll launch here in December, and we're going to have wine fridges, so you'll actually have wine shelves instead of lockers at your temperature control. Yep. And we're going to sit down with the guests twice a year and let you pick the wines from the vendor. And be very transparent in the margins. So no, hey, I'm going to pay 5 times for this bottle. If you own the wine locker, we'll put a little bit of margin on it, not much, and you get to pick what you want. So
and I already got my name in.
You got your name in, buddy, for sure.
Let's show them Cureight.
Wonderful. This is Cureight, our tasting menu concept. Open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but we'll open on off days if you'd like a big party. Right this way. One awesome thing about Cureight is it's not just one table. I think people may be a little confused about that. We can do a 1 top, we can do a 2 top, we can push the tables all the way to make. We did a 27 top in here Saturday night for a birthday party. So individual
and
table.
that wall opens up. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That wall does open up. Right this way is our chef's room. We cook everything in Cureight pretty much right in front of you, especially if you reserve this front room, which we will allow you to. Me and the Cureight team operate everything right here, so you can actually get up and interact with us if you like. You can see the cooking, which I think is different than a lot of tasting menu restaurants. And hopefully here in the next couple of weeks when Courtney transitions fully, I'll be in to sauce your plate for you in the middle of the meal. So that's my goal, is to get more at the table. It's important to me as a family who we are here at Tris to showcase our team. So all of our artwork in our largest private room where we see a lot of people is me and the team working in the back of the house, showcasing the artisan of the craft and what we do here. And you know, I think everything's made in house is kind of cliche in a chef-driven restaurant. A lot of people say house made, but it better be. So we just wanted to showcase our craft and what we do here with our team. So you have Courtney Teraboy down here. You have me and the lead line cook of Cureight, Michael. You have me and Courtney up there. You have Brian Stanek with some awesome roasted charcoal here that you're going to see us cook a steak on this afternoon. Me again. Then you come down here and you have Courtney and one of our head bakers in our pastry department. And then you have Courtney LaCarter, who is our junior sous chef I spoke of, coming up through the ranks, going to be the next top chef, hopefully.
So what separates Tris from Cureight?
So Tris and Cureight, Cureight is a tasting menu restaurant that we launched by accident a couple of years ago. I was doing a lot of offshoot tasting menus in the dining room. We built a chef's table when we relaunched 4 years ago, and the demand was too high for one table. More people wanted on Fridays and Saturdays to do tasting menus. So I'm European trained, Le Cordon Bleu, very protein-centric style, although Cureight's name is Cureight because we curate the menu around a guest's particular wants. If you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, if you're pescatarian, if you're flexitarian, we do them all. So Cureight is an 8-course tasting menu, very European in its approach. We're not focused on 100% aesthetics like you see a lot of restaurants in the United States. Our food is beautiful, but technique, process, temperature are our number one. So we cook with soul, we have sauce work, and we take a lot of pride in that. So Cureight, you can expect to be with us for about 2.5 hours, 3 if you eat slow. It's your table for the night, and we don't turn the tables, there's no rush. And we're going to guide you through an 8-course progressive tasting menu that has global flavors, but stays true to proper European technique, which I think is being lost today.
And you do wines with each?
We pair wines with each course if you prefer. We also are about to launch another wine pairing that's an upper tier that has, we want to finish with Napa. A lot of the Woodlands people love Napa wine, so we're going to launch another one. And then we have supplements. So the regular menu is $135 right now. Normally it's $125, but I added our A5 Japanese Miyazaki beef in the tasting. It used to be a supplement fee. I added it for a much cheaper price to open. We have a beautiful dish right now that has to have it. So I'm kind of giving that to the guests as an opening curate.
And I can, again, give you a testimony. I've done that before. Spectacular. It's a fun evening. It's fun to do with family. It's fun to do on a date. It's fun to do with friends.
Thank you, Ray. And another thing to add, we do a lot of corporate parties in Cureight. A lot of executives want to bring their team in for a different dining experience. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or really Monday through Wednesday, we'll open up for 8 or more food and wine pairing and let you come in on an off day and have your company party in Cureight. So think about us for that as well. It's a great experience for your managers, your team.
Well, as you can tell, Chef Austin loves what he does, and it shows in the restaurant. Love the changes you've made. Love the different changes in the menu also. It's just, it's spectacular. Congratulations.
That's right.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir.